Hello everyone, this is Kitties. Welcome to my video. This video is called Some Brooches I've Made and a Tale of Two Kitties. So I'll tell you the first tale about the first kitty and then possibly a second video for the second kitty. Before the first kitty thing happened, I was making brooches and they sort of sat here for a while. And so now it's been a while, I'm going to show you. First of all, if you remember, this is Murphey. Murphy had his teeth pulled in August of last year, and after his teeth pulled, he had one little snaggle tooth that kept getting caught on his bother lip, and it bothered him, and we just didn't feel like it was worth putting him, out again to have that tooth pulled because he had a hard time recovering. And so we just knew that it would be something he'd be slapping at. Come to find out, and this is a brooch I made. Come to find out, Murphy had cancer in his mouth. Where his dental surgery was, somehow he got cancer there. This was a broken brooch, missing some stones, and so I put a, what is that thing? A snowflake and then a cross on it. And it's a pretty good one. So we found out he had cancer, and a month later he was gone, and this was his last meal. This is Murphy's very last meal. I made sure that put a lot of pounce in it. These are babies, huh? Yeah, these are babies. He's so much in pain. I love you, Murphy. Daddy loves you. I had my very last coffee and cuddles. And to tell you, I was devastated. It wouldn't be a lie. So this was a broken brooch, and I just got it back together again. So about a week after he died, I was thinking on fostering some cats, and I went to click on Harvest Hills Animal Shelter. I have this beautiful heart that it needed to be a pendant or a brooch, and I found a flower that matched it, so I turned that into a brooch. Pretty cool. And I clicked on the wrong site, and there was a cat that looked just like Murphy. It was a year old, and it had no teeth. And I thought, well, you know what? I will never have to worry about having its teeth pulled. And this is a really nice one. I had a little copper. As you can see, it was just a little copper thing that had, I got some glue on there that I had to peel off that glue, obviously, right there. But I added that, and then I had a couple of West Germany earrings that were loose, so I attached the West Germany on there, put the pin, and now I have this wonderful brooch. I need to pull this off. Hopefully I can. There we go. There we go. So it took a lot of convincing because it was way too soon for Bill to get a cat, but I just wanted him to look at it. And we looked at her, and she was actually a lot smaller, so she wasn't a spitting image of Murphy. I think in the photo, here's the photo of her, and here's the photo of Murphy. All clean. And I have this one. Put a flower, I don't know, I might have to trim down these edges here, but that's cute. So we went up, fell in love with her, brought her home, and within 6 days she was dying. Yeah, it was bad. She wasn't eating. I got her to the vet. It cost me $600 in blood work to find out she was severely anemic and she was starving herself to death. So we had to figure a way to get her to eat. This one, I think, actually, I need to repair that. I just saw it was missing a stone. Alright, so this was just a silver butterfly. And I added some sparkle to it and some flowers. And it's a little bit of glue on the back. And I had to, we didn't think she was going to live. I had to feed her by syringe, force feed her. And I was already invested with my heart because she was such a sad little case. She had got stomitis at the age of 9 months old, and they had to take all her teeth, but they didn't do blood work to see if she had an infection, and apparently she had an underlying infection that pretty much was going to take her out. There's this one. So I prayed and I fed her, and then out of the blue she started eating on her own, going into the bowl, eating the food that she wouldn't refuse to eat. And now this is her. And she's going to live. This one I have to put a pin back on. When I glued these, it glued the pin, but I really like this piece. I think it has a lot to say. And these are just made out of broken pieces of jewelry. I turned them into brooches. I glued this onto this and gave it a pin. So it's been trying. It's been a hard month, and I haven't posted videos just because I didn't want to really go into good news, bad news. But this little one, her name is Minnie. I like this. This had white old pearls and a couple were missing, so instead I put in these opalite beads. Opalite-ish. I don't know if it is opalite, but I just think that looks great. Let's see, what else do we have that I made? Looking for the ones I made. Yeah. This one here, I turned this into a little brooch. Thought it was fascinating. Oh, this little owl, he got turned into a brooch. I thought he was cute. And this is 2 earrings that I turned into a little brooch. This one I love, but a piece broke off and I can't find the piece. This one took me forever to do because I had to get these down nice and tight, and they kept not wanting to, and that broke off. So I either have to pull this off or find that, but I really do like this one. I hope I can find it. This is a nice one. This is the back. I really like the front. I just think that is so cute. And I painted some blue on this flower to give it some color, and little blue flowers hanging there, some leaves. Now this was a brooch that was missing something, and I had this old earring, so I just thought that would look good there, so I glued that there. Now this is 2 Emin earrings, and they were missing some stones. So what I did was I glued them together so you couldn't see the missing stones, and it turned out absolutely beautiful. For you people who love yellow, I did that one. This was a unique one. This is a bolo. I haven't decided if I want to turn it into a brooch. But this is glued. This was an earring I found, and I just put it on there, and I'm either going to make a bolo or make this go on a very nice necklace. I haven't decided yet. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I'm still working on her. I made her. It was just a white face, and I've added the blue eyes and the lips, and I got to get a pin to stick on there. Having a hard time with that. I have two of these. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. So these were, this part here, not this, was a Joan Rivers earring, but that's all it was. It was missing a couple pieces. And then I had these two little watch, I don't know, what are those called? Steampunk type of things. They were just, didn't know if they were earrings or what, so I turned around and made those into pendants. And they're on there good. I used E6000 and epoxy to get these on there, so they're on good. Let's see. Here's another one. The only thing I added to this was I glued that, and I added, oh no, someone else added that. All right, so I just glued that little piece on there because it was missing something. These are great for hat pins too. Oh my goodness, it's hot in here. Whew, whew, whew. That I didn't make, that I didn't make. I'm just trying to find the ones I made. That I didn't make. And I made this one. I thought it was rather cute. And I made this one. I thought that was unique. I love this one. I've been loving this one for a while, but I turned it into a brooch. I just thought that would make a beautiful brooch. I think I got that as a free gift from Anita Fanita. That was a while back. Alright, another one of these beautiful shells. Oh, I gotta put some more glue on this one that fell off, but again, I hadn't looked at these, so I've got to glue this one back on here, but I like that design. I think that's kind of cool. Let me put you in a fix pile. Another owl. Oh, he's got, let's get that off him. Another owl. This was a fun one. Just a bunch of these discs. Everybody gets these little shells, and I had a thing that had the two flowers on it, so I just put them strategically around the flowers and put a pin on it. And then I thought this was a neat one. I had an old earring. This and the gold and the silver was the earring. I added this. I added that, and I added that. And that's a brooch. This had some of the silver was showing through, the enamel was coming off, so I just added a little bit of sparkles and some epoxy, and voila, you got a leaf. And I got more. I can't believe I made this much. Alright, so another one of these round circle shells that I added, the shell flower, some little shell accents, and a middle, very pretty, with a pin. I love this one. It's actually not as thin as those, you know, those really fine thin ones. So I thought it was kind of cool, and I added a little earring and turned that into a brooch. I had a little earring that I added that, and then I glued this and that, and look at that. That's pretty cool. This one, I love this one. It's big. It's wonderful. I don't know why you keep going there. But there you go. Look at her. She's got the two hearts. Everything matches. This is a really nice big piece. And I had this is separate, but they match, so I added it to, I didn't even know what this was. It could have been a pendant at one time. It doesn't have a hole, but I made that instead, and that turned out absolutely wonderful. Alright, so I came across this, and this in itself is just wonderful, so I just added a pin. And then I had just this plain bee. It was a bee. It didn't have these, and it didn't have that, and the wings were just gold, so I added some beautiful yellow glitter to it and put a little tiny diamond in the top of these, and so now it can be a pendant or a brooch. Oh, this was a brooch at one time, but it was missing a lot, so I just kind of added some stuff to it. See, can you see? And this looked like a police badge. It was kind of cool. Well, it was a police type of badge. It had a name on it. But I just added some stuff to it and turned it into a cool badge. This was a broken pendant right here. This part, the filigree was broke. So I added a little flower, put a little pin on her, and now she's a brooch. This was just a flower that I found in one of my boxes, and I added a pin, and now it's a brooch. And these can also be used for hats too, or belts. Yeah, just a bunch of stones that I got to glue together, and it looks like a little flower basket. And then I have a piece of it's just a piece of necklace that was broke, but I glued all these pretty little flowers on them. And my last one right here. This is sterling silver. Just this whole thing is all silver, pretty heavy. I don't know what you want to call that, if you call that steampunk, but I just thought it was really neat. I really like her. So those are my brooches. This is what I've been doing. Those are my stories. So yes, I did get a cat very soon, but I need a cat. I'm just one of those people that just need to have a pet to love and nurture. And it's just funny that I've had 3 cats in the past 20 years. This is the 3rd one. And each, as a kitten, had something very bad happen to it, or an infection, and then I had to nurse it back to health. So I guess that's just the way it goes for me. That's my life, but I'm happy. And we love Minnie. We call her Minnie not because she's Minnie Murphy. She's a mini cat. She only weighs 6 pounds. She's a tiny thing. The vet would love to see her up to 7. I hope to have a long, healthy life with her, but you know, only God willing, I guess. So thank you for watching and subscribing if you want to. I should be doing more videos here along the way. I've got a lot of projects I'm doing, and hope to include you. Thank you so much. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.